Hey, and welcome to App Inventor Playground. Today we are going to make an app that connects to Philips HUE and by using the hub from Philips HUE. We will start by connecting or creating a local user for your app. Then get a list of all connected light sources and then try to control these light sources individually. Switch on off, control the hue and the light in any way. We will also I will show you how you can extract all settings from whatever you have connected to this Philips HUE hub, so that you can make your own app and control whatever you need to control and whatever is connected to this hub. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get started, and as you can see on this screen, we have App Inventor loaded here. We have access to my mobile phone over here to the right. So we could just start new project and hit all this code, but instead I have prepared a little template in the gallery. So this is the URL to use, and you just type or hit the link down in the description below. As you can see, this is the HUE Smart Home Control. Load app into MIT App Inventor. Let's try to do that. Loading project, and we are ready to go in a second. Yep, here we are. It's called HUE_1, so that's okay. Just to give you a little idea of what's going on here, I will start to show you what is working or how it is working. So let's connect this app to the phone. Scan QR code and give it a second to load. Okie dokie. Let's see to the right here. We have HUE hub IP. This IP address up here. You have to get your own address and put it in here. It could be like this one, or it could be a little different. But you need to get your IP address so that the app can access the hub. This little test connection to HUE, let's try to hit that. You will see an error description. We can just slide this to the right. Unauthorized user. So when you see this, you are in fact connected to your router, or sorry, to your HUE hub. This is just so that you can verify that your IP address is okay and you can see your hub. So the next one, hit the link button on the HUE hub. That is the little, I can show you here. Maybe you have done this before, but this little round button here, when you hit that on your hub, it's ready to receive and deliver you the new access token that we need for the control. So I have already hit this button and I have already got my own access token, as you can see here. Find all lights. When I hit this, I will ask HUE to return a JSON encrypted answer so that I can, or JSON formatted answer, so that I can see what light sources is connected to the hub. Okay, you can see down here I have some kitchen, I have some different lights in my room. And the one that we are trying to control here is this one up here. It's closed for now, or it's shut. It is switched off for now. And in the bottom of this screen you can see the JSON formatted data. I will just try to slide this up a little bit. This may seem a little bit confusing, but we will get a little deeper into the details of this data. In a very, very short, you can see this number 2. The number 2, and if we get a little bit down here, you can see this is number 3 and 4. 2, 3, 4. And if we take number 2, the light source capabilities, maximum lumen 800, minimum 200, and whatever data is available here. Let's see if we can find some state. The brightness is 144 and on is set to true. So this light source is actually turned on. Okay, let's scroll up and see if we can switch on this light. It's off. It's called sofa, and for now it is off. I will try to switch it on. It's on. It's off. It's on. And we can try to turn up the brightness a little bit. And full brightness. This is half. Let's give it a little bit to live on. And the color temperature, that's maximum. And this is minimum. As you can see, the color temperature is changing as I slide these controls down here, and it's only acting for this lamp called sofa. Off. So, but how is this working? Let's try to get back to App Inventor and let's see what's going on in the code behind. Okay, take a look at these blocks down here. The screen 1 just initialized some local database. When we get our token from the HUE hub, it is nice just to save that to use it for later. And that is what is going on here. And if we get a token, we just try to find the lights connected to the hub and display it on the display on the app. This button is the test connection button up here. This one. And we have some errors. If we have some errors in the program, it will be showed down on the screen. These two procedures over here is just for helping configuration of the URL that you have to call. Let's try to take a short look at that. In this one, I can also, or I will give you a link to this developer access from Philips. As you can see, we have some different ways of calling, and what we are using in this particular app is the URL call, you will place in front of this the IP address and then /API/username. That is your token that we get from HUE. And then /lights, and then we just use a get method from the app. What you will get back is all this that I showed you before, whatever we have down here. As you can see, on this you can see the state is false, brightness, hue, saturation, and whatever information that is possible to extract from the light source. First of all, we need to get this access token created. And that is what is happening in this button, create access token. If we try to go to the top, that is this one here, create access token. And when we hit that button, it will create a URL from HTTP, this one, your local IP address /API, and then post the text down here. The result of all this is returned as a response content, and we are then extracting the first of all error type, and if it is okay and no errors is occurring, we will try to extract the token, and the label access token will be updated, this one here. So when you see this, you are good to go. If we go down here, this procedure, find lights, we have a button, find all lights. You can hit that manually, or when you start the program, it will also call this procedure if we already have a token to use. Okay, as you can see, build user URL and with the parameter lights. Let's try to see what is going on in here. This procedure is building HTTP your IP address /API, your token, and /lights. And when we do a get from this one, we will return a JSON encoded answer that we can try to extract whatever we need from. You can see the full JSON down here, and if we go to this, when we get the response back, we will try to get all active elements and displayed in a list view, this one over here, so that we can take whatever we need and get some updates. Okay, after we pick one of these, we can set the switch on off according to the state of the light. And this is quite interesting, the way that we do this, because try to get onto this list view selection. Let's take this one is 7, as you can see here. And now we are looking after state on for the number 7. It is a little bit annoying to see it on the phone. I have taken just the exact same data and view it in Visual Studio Code instead. And as you can see, we have number 7. We go to state on. This was 7 and down to state. This one down to on. And let's extract what is going on down here. This is the global response from the web. You can see this is the global data. And let's see what the result is. The result is true. As in this one. Okay. And the result, of course, on the switch will be on. As you can see here. Cool. So what is going on when we change the state of the switch? If I hit this one, then we have to switch off the light. We are going to do this by put text. First of all, build the URL. Let's try to hit this one. As you can see, just like we did before, light 7 state. But now we are putting some JSON in return on and set the state to whatever state this component is in. We can try to do it on that also. So this is what we are going to put back to the hub. And in this particular example, it will be false and the light will be switched off. I made some, these two here, brightness and color temperature. App Inventor is, when you take this one and slide it from one section to another, just like this one, it will generate a lot of noise. So I made a timer. Let's see the timer. It's over here someplace. Timer. Here. It's 1 second delay, so that we can generate some data at max 1 per second. So whenever I change the state of these two, brightness or color temperature, it will wait 1 second and then call this procedure down here. We will start by building a URL. Let's try to see the content of this. It's again light number 7 and the state of it. But instead of just switching on or off, we will take the thumb position from the slider brightness and make this one, this text, and put it in return to the hub. So in this example, we will put the brightness to 79 and the color temperature to 358. But all other possibilities to change you can see in where do we go? Here in the developer description from HUE. And you can also try to take this one and just see for yourself what controls you have to take care of. You can get the unique ID, you can get some whatever type it is. you are trying to control. When you write control data to your lights, what is the light span? Where can you go from 0 to 100, or in this particular example, the color temperature? That should be the minimum value. This should be the maximum value. And then you can slide between that. Okay, this could be for now. If you have some questions, or if you have built your own app, it would be nice if you just post something in the description below. Thanks for now.